Yo, 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 what is up, man? It's your boy Damn D, POV, and we are back, we are back, we are back. So if you're new to the channel, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. I post videos on the daily over here, so make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and hit that like button one time for the one time, all right? I need y'all to get them likes up on these videos, all right? Let's get it. Now, today, I want to play a few clips of Kwame Brown expressing his disappointment in Fresh and Fit. And let me just elaborate on Fresh and Fit before I get to Kwame Brown. Me personally, I don't have I don't have a beef, or I don't have a sour taste. I don't know how to explain, but I don't have like a gripe with Fresh and Fit. First of all, I don't believe in what anybody says 100%. Okay. There's things that I like about someone, and there's things that I dislike or disagree with. And if the things that I agree with outweighs the things that I disagree, then I can rock with you. But if the things I disagree outweighs the things that I agree with, then it's like, nah, I can't rock with you no more. That being said, Fresh and Fit, I feel like they are necessary in the aspect of they put these Instagram girls in check, right? As far as like these Instagram models, these quote unquote Instagram models, these models that be getting butt shots and boob jobs, and they very superficial, artificial, GMO women. And they can't figure out why they single, you know what I mean? And they can't figure out why men only want to have sex with you, and why you can't keep a man, So sometimes I do agree with some of the stuff that they say, all right? I do agree with some of the stuff that they say. And it needs to be said to some of these women that just think that they are God's gift. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these Instagram, YouTube models, these little fat pieces, they think that they just are God's gift, but in actuality, they really not. And they only think like that because they get the boob jobs, they get the butt shots, and they got a large following on Instagram, and they feel like that validates who they are, but it really doesn't. So they check the women that need to be checked. Do they get disrespectful sometimes? Yeah, they do get disrespectful. Do they get out of line sometimes? Yes. You know what I'm saying? And I don't agree with everything they say, but some of the stuff that they say I do agree with. And one thing that I picked up that Kwame Brown is about to talk about is how they were kind of instigating instead of trying to settle the argument between Shay and Kwame Brown. Because if you actually watch the video that I posted yesterday, well, I didn't really show the video, it was just the audio. But in the video, you can see Fresh and Fit in the corner, kind of kiki and laughing and kind of instigating. They were instigating instead of trying to, solve it, trying to settle it. You know what I mean? Instead of them trying to calm things down, they put gas on the fire. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one of the things that Kwame Brown is disappointed in. And I saw that too. And let's get into it.
Or they'll bother your page. But it's unfortunate what I saw. I took my time and I watched all of Fresh and Fit, and I was disappointed. I was disappointed in the fact that these men decided to have this man back on after the way he treated a woman, not just a black woman, but a woman, period. I wasn't raised up around men that are just in a regular everyday conversation. You just start calling a woman a bitch when all she did was have a gripe or a grievance about something you were doing on the internet.
I was surprised as well to see Tommy back on that show because there was a little situation where people were saying that Tommy was talking behind their back about Fresh and Fit, and Fresh and Fit knew about it, whatever the case may be. I was surprised to see them back on the show, but in the business aspect, that's probably the best thing that they did. Because why? Controversy sells. And who's the biggest controversy YouTuber out there? So logically, you would sit back and be like, yo, why is he back on the show? He was allegedly talking about him. He just had a fight with a woman on the show. Why would you bring a man back on the show that literally just had a fight the previous day with the woman? It's YouTube. That's why. It's YouTube. Controversy sells. It brings more views. It brings, like, I was very surprised, but when I thought about it, I was like, this is YouTube. Niggas don't really have no morals. Niggas don't really have no dignity. They just want the views. So they know if they bring him back on the show, more people gonna watch. Like, oh, he's back. Oh, is he gonna say something? Is he gonna get into another fight? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
And that if you wasn't going to change your actions or your behaviors on the internet, and if it ain't that serious, you could just let her talk. But instead, you chose to be in a feminine state and keep yelling, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. And then calling this woman the B word over and over again. Then call her stupid. Then call her a porta potty. And all of these things over a question. And then you have all of these men that are saying, oh, well, women shouldn't hit men. And I agree with that. But if you don't agree with the behavior of whatever Sotomayor, if you don't agree with his behavior and you wouldn't talk like that to a woman, then the conversation is over. Because the reason why that happened was because of the way that he was speaking to this woman. Now, I know you guys like to sound so intelligent and intellectual and all these type of things, but I can assure you, education be damn, smart word be damn. If you talk to a woman like that in their face, white, black, whatever, majority of these women are going to want to put their foot up your ass.
Facts.
Just saying.
Facts.
It's not how you're supposed to conduct yourself as a man. A married man came on my platform, said he didn't agree, and he wouldn't do it. Then the conversation over. Because if you wouldn't do it, like what happened to professionalism? You're on a chat, you're on a show, you're on a professional show. Well, so-called professional show. You're on a professional show. What happened to interviewing like a professional, like an adult?
That's one thing that I realized too. You know what I mean? It seems like the Fresh and Fit podcast, they only interview, let's be honest, they just interview young Instagram influencers. They interview OnlyFans models. They interview thoughts. Let's, just they don't have a balance, right? It seems like they just target one specific type of demographic in women, right? Just the young and foolish. It would be very interesting to hear them have a conversation with a successful businesswoman that is making money the legit way, that's making probably more money than them, that are single as well. because there's a lot of single businesswomen out there that cannot find a man, just like there's a lot of single thoughts out there as well. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to hear their perspective as far as the conversation that they would have with a successful, respectable, intellectual businesswoman, because you can't talk that same mumbo jumbo as you doing with these little Instagram little thoughts. So it would be nice to see balance in that show, not just these young little dumb little, just these, these little thought pieces. You know what I'm saying? These little thoughts. It would be nice to see a professional woman, because at the end of the day, a woman is a woman, and there is a reason why there's a lot of single women out there, no matter if you're professional or if you're a little thought piece. So it would be nice to hear them talk to or see professional, successful, intellectual women on the show as well. So yeah.
And then it's sad what they did to black women on this new show that he did. They surrounded Tammy with all white and Asian women, and they faked like they was beating on them. Like this woman was just wild and out of control after she got called a bitch, not one time, but 2, 3, 4, 5 times, I think. Called out her name over and over, said she's stupid over and over. But you want to pretend and portray an image that she's like this. And then now that you bring 2 more dark-skinned women, because Tammy said one thing after the show. He said dark-skinned women are the worst. They're the most aggressive. The darker the woman, the worse the woman, or some crazy stuff like that he said on Instagram. So after he said something like that, they bring a dark-skinned woman on the show. I think it was 2 of them. And it looks like they're sitting in a back corner. Like they had to go to the back of the bus. They couldn't even be nowhere in the room with the rest of the ladies. If this is the same show that I watched, it looked like they asked women questions that was in a whole different area on a couch. And it don't even look like those women took a picture with them after the show. And then the whole show was about disrespecting black women and making them look violent and aggressive, overlooking the fact that men, real men, do not sit down and respond to a question that, hey, why is your content on Instagram geared so much towards black women? I unfollowed you, by the way. So, and the reason why is because it looks like your content is geared towards black women. That turned into all of that.
Yeah.
Where you got young boys and young men that are now saying that this guy was right. Knowing that if they touch a woman, their life is over. Especially the part where you're antagonizing a woman.
Yep.
That was ridiculous. What man sits there and antagonizes a woman like that? No man at all. So for those of you guys that are big up in a man, and not only big up in a man that pushed a woman to a point of violence with his disrespect, over and over and over, calling her a bitch, how would you felt that was your wife when she asked that question? How would you felt if that was your mother? Asked him a simple question. And every time he gets in a room with a black woman, he has to speak to her so aggressively to try to bring the worst up out of her or belittle her in front of the entire room. Come there to try to establish some type of dominance that if you say something to me, I'm gonna cuss you out and call you all type of bitches on national live camera. That's what a man is. That is horrible. That is a horrible display of a man. And Fresh and Fit, I don't know what you gentlemen podcast is about, but you guys, that was suck. That's some weak weasel behavior. To bring this man on y'all show, allow him to call a black woman in Black History Month the B word over and over and over again. And this other gentleman is one of the darkest niggas in the damn room. And you allow Tommy to call somebody dark But as soon as somebody called him dark, he bitching and complaining. But he want to say this girl mad because she dark than the other girl. This don't make no sense. A bunch of grown-ass kids. This whole show is geared towards disrespecting dark-skinned women. Why would two men be in a room allowing another man to come on your platform just calling women bitches and calling them out their name, when up until that point, all she did was ask him a question? So where were you gentlemen protection at? You guys talking about y'all saved a black woman after you let them get all violent and up in each other's face?
Yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, that was
that
stupid.
Makes no sense.
Yeah,
then you bring this man back on the show to make him look like a victim when he's bull rushing at a woman, when he twisted his damn ankle trying to charge at a woman. After she was restrained and everything is A-okay, he's no longer in danger or whatever he felt. He's charging at a woman. And this is what you guys bring back on your show and place him around white women and paint this woman in a bad light.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised that they brought Tammy back on Tommy back on the show, you know, for the simple fact that you brought back someone. It doesn't matter if the woman attacked him, and he still got into a tussle with a woman. You know what I mean? Like a man should never get into a tussle trying to fight back a woman. I don't care. I don't care what nobody say, bro. I would never put my hands on a female. Trust me, I've been hit a few times by women. You know what I mean? I've been hit a few times, and when they hit me, I just leave. Cause I know, bro, I'm way bigger. I'm way stronger than a woman. And if I hit a woman, boy, that's a wrap for me. So if a woman does something to me, I'm just leaving and I'm never coming back. All right, there's no explanation, there's no talking. Nah, you put your hands on me, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? If I need to call the cops, I will, and I have before. so I have called the cops on a woman before. So, but she actually like attacked me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So to see a man get into a tussle with a woman and then inviting him back is like, morally, you'd be like, bro, what are you doing? But it's YouTube. It's YouTube. Controversy sells. Controversy fighting sells. So for that platform, it only makes sense to bring Tommy back on, because people are gonna be like, oh, is he gonna get into another fight? Is he gonna say something else? So bringing Tommy back is gonna bring more eyes, because people want to see if he's going to get into another tussle with a woman, which is sad. That's the sad part. And they know what they're doing by bringing Tommy back. People going to be sitting, waiting, seeing if something else happens. So morally, people should be like, yo, why is Tommy back? He just had a fight with a woman. But it's YouTube. YouTubers don't care about morals. They care about views.
Wow. You men, sad. Let's share this video by my boy Moxie. Yeah. I don't know. All I see is the time on my screen. And thinking about what the woman did in response. And as a protector, I don't think it had to get to that point. It wasn't about whether a man should hit a woman or not. In the situation I saw a man that couldn't walk in his masculinity and let a situation go. One of the gentlemen got the situation resolved, in my opinion. He said it, you know, pretty much had it to a point where it was over. And that's when Tammy brought it back up. And to get it to that point where you're just egging on after all the B words and after all the things that he said, he called her a sir in the middle of the argument. So if that's how you guys are rocking, if that's what you want, that's what you think is gonna fix the black community, by just getting in the presence of black women, and then as soon as you don't agree on something, you just start saying you're a bitch, you're stupid, you're a porta potty. If you guys think that's gonna work, then good luck with that one. I don't think that's gonna work. And now this chat is stopped. Oh no, it's going again. This is crazy what you're doing, YouTube or whoever. But I don't think that type of behavior is gonna work. So I don't recommend that you young men try that. I recommend you lead with respect, and then maybe you'll get that respect in return. Otherwise, these young girls out here now, bing, 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 bing. Yeah, they'll go around somebody on your ass. And Tammy, you said that she had the wrong nigga. I guess you meant that you the wrong nigga because you gonna sue her. But you look like the right nigga to me. When she bada bing, bada boom, bam, bam. She did that for the culture, punk. I don't care who don't like it. I think it was a great thing. You running your mouth, disrespecting people all the time. Yeah. I enjoyed it. Boy, look at here. I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna lie. And if that make me woke up with violence, hey, I thought it was a comedy skit. Yeah. Now, let's see. Hold on. Let me go to this one.
All right, so there we go right there, man. So this is just Kwame Brown expressing himself about how he felt about Fresh and Fit bringing back Tommy Sotomayor, after the behavior Tommy Sotomayor did, and he just expressing his disappointment, which he's allowed to do, you know what I'm saying? And hey, it is what it is, as I said, I don't agree with 100% what anybody says, you know what I'm saying? I was shocked to see Tommy back on Fresh and Fit, cause I'm like, nah, they ain't gonna bring him back. But when you think about it, it's YouTube. People don't care about morals. People don't care about standing for something. They just want the views. They just want the donations. And when Tommy got back on there, they got the views and they got the donations. And that's what it's all about on YouTube. So, I personally don't want to see no beef between, Kwame and Fresh and Fit. I hope he don't get there. He's just expressing, that he was disappointed to see Tommy back on the show. I was too. I was definitely surprised. But it is what it is, man. Y'all leave a comment down below and y'all let me know, do you agree or do you disagree? Other than that, it's your boy Damn D signing out, baby. Peace.